The story of Colette Moreno from Missouri echoes the tragedy of Courtney Sanford, a young woman preparing for one of the most important days of her life, her wedding, was rushing to her bachelorette party with her best friend. Eli Theobald, who was driving, later confessed that she was distracted when Colette asked her to pose for a selfie. The phone captured their smiling faces just seconds before the crash. At that very moment, Eli was overtaking a truck. Because of the distraction, she didn't notice a pickup truck coming straight at them from the opposite direction. The airbag saved Eli's life, but her best friend didn't make it. After the accident, Eli survived, but from that moment on, she was never truly alone again. It began with dreams. She would see Colette, broken, bloodied, her neck twisted unnaturally, yet still wearing that same smile. But now it was distorted, fake.
You said this would be the best day of my life.
Colette whispered in her dreams.
You promised I'd make it to the altar.
Eli woke up, drenched in sweat. But things kept getting worse. One morning, she found wet footprints on the floor, as if someone had walked out of the shower. But the tub was dry, and she lived alone. Then there were coffee stains on the kitchen table. She hadn't brewed a single cup in days. Messages began appearing on fogged-up mirrors. One read, "You were behind the wheel too." One night, she fell asleep on the couch. A loud crash jolted her awake. Every cupboard in the kitchen was wide open. Salt and sugar were scattered on the floor, dishes shattered. In the middle of it all, her phone, camera on, endlessly replaying the final selfie of that night. Then came the scratches on the walls, deep and jagged, like from nails. At night, Eli could feel someone breathing next to her ear. Slow, heavy breaths. "You need to come with me," Colette whispered one night, leaning close. Her face was now half decayed. "You're guilty, you." Eli turned to psychologists, priests, even spiritual healers. Nothing helped. She moved to a new place. Colette followed. She tried staying awake for days, but then Colette started showing up during the day in mirrors, in reflections, even in the black screen of her turned-off phone. Every single night, it was the same. The mirror fogs up, an unknown number calls, using that same selfie as the avatar, and Colette's shadow appears by the bed whispering, "You need to feel it, too. I have to take you." Eli was on the edge. She couldn't tell anymore. Was it guilt, trauma, or something truly unnatural? But one thing she knew for sure, Colette had not forgiven, and she would never leave. After months of torment, Eli broke. Reality and dreams blurred together. She no longer knew what was real, Colette's ghost or her own unraveling mind. She covered every mirror in the house with blankets, but every morning the blankets were on the floor. Her phone screen constantly flashed the same image, two happy girls seconds before death. Every night the same dream, Colette standing next to her bed, soaked in mud. A shard of glass stuck in her throat, her hair wet as if she'd just come from the grave. "You can be free. Just open the window." And she did. 7th floor. 3:24 a.m. Neighbors said they were awoken by a loud scream, or was it laughter? In the morning, police found Eli's body beneath her window. On the windowsill, wet, barefoot prints, but not her size. On the table, a cup of hot coffee, still steaming, even though no one had been there for hours. And on the fogged mirror in the bathroom, one final message. Now we're together. Finally.